All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the drive-through, sponsored by the deli. Hungry? Stop by the deli. Make yourself a bologna sandwich with pickles. All right, this is lesson 2.1, a very quick lesson on perpendicularity. Okay, two lines, segments, or rays are said to be perpendicular if they intersect at right angles. Okay? You could also, if you're going to write that in if-then form, you can say if two line segments or rays are perpendicular, then they intersect at right angles. Or you could say if two line segments or rays intersect at right angles, then they are perpendicular. So you can see that this indeed is a definition because it is reversible. Now, if you have, let's see, like segment AB is perpendicular to BC, you would have AB is perpendicular to BC. Okay? So, this is the notation for perpendicular. Okay, so, for example 1, given AB is perpendicular to BC, so now that I see that, I'm going to write that because I want to keep track of what is what, and DC is perpendicular to BC. Okay? Prove that angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay. Let's set up our two-column proof. Step 1. Remember that sometimes I'll do things differently than the book. So one thing I do to save myself some time is I combine steps that have the same reason. Okay, so we are given those two pieces of information. We're trying to prove that the angles are congruent. We cannot go directly to the final step of the proof. So you have to make sure that you say what you can conclude. So what can you conclude from this? Angle B is a right angle. You can also conclude that angle C is a right angle. So that is the definition of perpendicular. Okay? Now, we could do this the long way from here or the short way from here. If we wanted to do the long way, we can say that angle B was 90 degrees, angle C was 90 degrees by the definition of right angle. Then I could say that angle B was congruent to angle C by the definition of congruence. That would be correct, but we want to save ourselves some time, so we can go right to angle B is congruent to angle C, and the reason would say if two angles are right angles, then they are congruent. Boom!